Welcome to this week's session with the Putnam County District Library and the Guiding Ohio Online Grant. This week we're going to take a look at something called PDFCandy. This is the actual website address for PDFCandy. It's pdfcandy.com. What this site does, allows you to do many different things with a PDF. You can merge a PDF, you can convert a PDF, those are just a couple of the options. So I'm going to pull it up across here and show you the actual website. And when you have a document, you can take documents of various forms. You can see that across here, and you can change them into a PDF. You can do various things with a PDF, or you can actually take a PDF and convert it back to something else. Now, the first thing that I want you to make note of is the fact that there is a login and you can sign up. With these options, there is a fee, the cheapest being $6 a month if you were to go to sign up. I'll click here on sign up and you can see there's a monthly charge. What I will tell you is that you can use this website. What it does is it will allow you to do something with a PDF one time an hour. So it does keep track of your time, but it also is doing it based upon what web browser you are using. So if you are using a different web browser, the hour would start at a different time, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how, if I go Word to PDF, I'm going to click here on Word to PDF, and I can simply drag in a file that I would like to change over. So I have here, I'm going to grab this file that I have titled Library. That is a document file. Dragging that in, it's saved as a Word file. And notice it's converting that PDF automatically. Now I have the option to download that file. So when I click on that file, I can say allow, and now it's going to bring this file up, and it has taken that file, and notice now what was a Word file, which I will show you here. I'll bring it across as a Word file for you as well. But notice here, it's saved as a .pdf. So if you remember, PDF means it's a portable document format, meaning it's going to look the same to someone who opens it up. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is remember how I talked about I can't do anything else now for 60 minutes in terms of making any changes using PDFCandy. But I was going to show you how I do have a file that I had made earlier. And this is a file that is a library file that, notice here, this is one where I added a watermark. That was one of the options. When you go back here to PDFCandy, notice here, add watermark is one of the options. Now what I'll show you is if I click here on add watermark at this time, I can grab my file, so I could take again that library file. Notice it needs to be add a watermark to a PDF. So I have this as a PDF. I want to show you. Notice what happens. Because it was 2 minutes ago when I actually used PDFCandy, it's telling me that I do not have access to make any changes or do anything for another 57 minutes. So that's why when you're using anything that has to do with PDFCandy, if you're going to try and use the free version, you're going to want to make sure that you only try and do one of these options at a time. Or as I said, currently I'm using Safari. If I were to use a different web browser, I would have another 60 minutes. So that is PDFCandy and how you can use that to either change documents into a PDF or take a PDF and change them into a different document format. Or thirdly, you can actually make changes to a PDF by cropping it, by adding a watermark, by resizing, by splitting the PDF, by editing the PDF. Hope everyone has a great week.